Good evening, my beautiful collective. I hope you have a wonderful day. You can ring my bell, ring my bell. Ring-a-ling-a-ling. Gonna tell you about a dream I had, okay? What do we want to... We're gonna throw old school rider weight on this, guys. Okay, so I'm on this plane. And we're in the air, we're flying, we're cruising. Above me, about 2-3 rows, is a person from the past. And when I say past, we're talking 10 plus years, okay? And at the same time, I noticed this one up here. There's another one very, how do you want to put this? Well, he comes down, and I never really seen the faces, okay? This was just the energies. The other one is walking down the aisle, and y'all remember the Lucky brand jeans that used to have like Lucky written on them? All you could see, was like a red like stripe on the crotch, okay? And so he's walking down, and you see him, and it was just a t-shirt and jeans. But you notice the thing, and he's just making a point about noticing the crotch, okay? And the crotch it was like a red ribbon. Remember the old Lucky brand? I don't know if they still make them or not. Or however it goes. I know on the inside flap they used to have the Lucky brand that had the red. But either way, his energy was more focused on the crotch. I know y'all are thinking, what the fuck, John? And I'm thinking what the fuck too, right? Because I'm like, okay. One was a lover, one wasn't. Two completely different body types. Like I said, the energy signature. Y'all know it's all energy, right? One was tall, slender, athletic. The other shorter and thicker. And we're on this plane, so we're heading the same direction. I have no idea where the hell we were going. We were just in an airplane. But the interesting fact is, I could notice the one up, 2 rows up, but we were on the same side of the plane. So, that factors into it too. But it was like I was looking over to see. I could see, you know what I mean? I could see that he was up there. Even though we were on the same side of the plane, the same row. And then the other one coming down. Like I said, there was no faces in this because it's all energy. It's all energy. And then the other one goes and sits behind, but just kind of made it very apparent about the crotch while walking down the aisleway. And that was one that wasn't a lover. Really, Jax? And we go from that scene, right? In the airplane. To me, sitting across from y'all, it was Madonna. But it wasn't the dolled up Madonna, like not the public figure Madonna. This would have been like just the regular classy, just classic looking. She had her hair up real pretty and like a bun, like smart. Wanting to hire me to read to her. And she brought up she liked to keep Maya Angelou books on like the credenza when you first come into the house, and she was like she could almost interpret the books through osmosis, the energy, right? And though she never mentioned, because I know why the caged bird sing is actually a poem, it's not a book, but that immediately popped into my mind. But the whole time she was asking me to kind of come on board and like help guide her and teach her and read to her. It was read to her. Like literally read passages from books to her. Like an assistant or someone in the background was just shaking no. Their head no. Like, you don't want to go there. You don't want to do it. Okay? And like I said, she referenced Maya Angelou books. And the feeling was that, through osmosis, she could get the information from the books. She could, without reading the books, understand what was in the books, understand the knowledge. Interesting, right? So I'm thinking about it. Because I'm like, what the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? The plane thing, we talk about past people from the past, people that you might have had past connections with, close ties. The one was ahead, right? And that was the one that was a lover. The other one coming down the aisle, making it a point for everyone on the plane to notice the crotch. Because like I said, it was like a red ribbon going down the fucking crotch. I know Lucky Brand used to have the flap where they had like Lucky You on it. And that wasn't a lover. But making a point going down. Okay? No faces. You could just feel the energies. Flip 2. So, I'm on this plane, we're traveling, right? And the 2 that's on there, that's like your past coming along with you, right? Because no matter where you go, as you move forward, you always keep those people around you. Most importantly, the energy signatures, right? Even though I didn't see the faces, I knew the energy signature. Right? So, come 2... me sitting across from and it wasn't like a fangirl type moment, like, oh my God, I'm meeting Madonna. She was in a because Madonna's actually a very smart lady. And there she was, just, not really any makeup, just very classically done up, like seriously talking. I would like to pay you to read these passages to me from the book, from these books, right? Like, I'm going to pay you to do this, however it factored into how she needed, I don't know if it was the healing or just the way she liked it presented. For some, maybe it was about these tarot cards, right? Do the reading. But this was like specific reading books, passages from books, right? And then when she mentioned keeping Maya Angelou books, like on the credenza when she comes in the door, because she could pick it up through osmosis, just kind of like, she got the knowledge without having to read it. So, a lot with the esoteric arts, right? You can learn, but it's either intuitive or it's not. You either get it or you don't. But at the same time, the assistant in the back, like, shaking their head like, you don't want to do it. Right? Which is very interesting. Which brings me to I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings. Now, I've heard that referenced about 2 or 3 times. It has popped up in my head, just kind of out of the fucking blue. So I actually sat down and read the poem before I started to do the video, because I'm like, what the fuck is this about? And I highly recommend, if I can find a video that shows it, I will. I highly recommend you check it out if it resonates for you. If it don't resonate, don't check the shit out, okay? Or if you're not familiar with it. If you're meant to, if this message is for you, you're going to check it out. But I was like, okay. It's a real cute little poem, guys. It's a short read. It's an easy read. It's nothing too complicated. Which brings us to the readings. Or this reading. Okay, I said reading, so let's see what we got. And 44. I woke up at 4:44. Referencing the videos, it was like 44. 44 could resonate. The 4s. I share that because I think it's going to resonate. As you travel, as you take your path forward, as you move on your trajectory, your targeted path, and a lot of you cruising along at the altitude up there, you're flying high, you're getting it, right? You're up in that part of the sky where you're not encumbered by much. It's like full speed ahead, right? But the whole time, you're still carrying these energy signatures, right? For some of you, maybe it is a regret from the past that you should have slept with that one. You should have made a go with that one. And guys, we're talking energies from 10 plus years, okay? We're not talking anything current. These are like older fucking energies. But remember, as you travel along, you're going to keep those energies present. Now, the fact they come up was rather interesting. And I actually had to take a minute to think about names, which was definitely interesting on that. So we'll see how that factors in to the whole concept here, ladies and gentlemen. But sitting there, being made this wonderful offer, okay? Because it was like me sitting across from Madonna, but not the public image Madonna, like the down to earth Madonna. Like, this is seriously, this is what I'd like for you to do. Read me these books. Because for whatever reason, even though she could pick it up through osmosis, because it was just like, I keep them around because I can pick it up. You get the knowledge without even cracking the book. You just know. But like hearing it verbally said would resonate, or maybe in someone's voice. Different voices can attract your attention. Different voices can pull you in. But at the same token, the assistant in the back was like, I shit you not. So here I am like, okay, thinking, what the hell? But she did mention Maya Angelou books. That was a spoken statement. So then that brought up, again, I know why the caged bird sings. And then I went to the grocery store and I found this big long black feather just like in the gutter before I went into the grocery store. So I'm like, okay. There's messages in there. Like I said, I'm still trying to decipher what the hell they all mean. But I think it could resonate for somebody. And definitely, like I said, I woke up on that at 4:44. 44 has been the number for today. Take it how that resonates. The lessons we learn. Sometimes are collective, right? See how that split went? It's like two separate energies on that. Okay, Spirit, what's this all about? Something not quite coming together. Jackie's restless as fuck. What the hell is that about? Jackie, what's up, princess? She just looking at me. Hey, get out of the trash. Six of Pentacles in reverse, the Emperor in reverse, and Justice in reverse. King of Pentacles in reverse with the Ace of Swords. The bottom of the deck, the basis of the reading here. Stagnation, because you have to figure out how you're going to move forward in your thoughts, in your thinking, in your, the facts that you know. The offer's there. You have this gift. Okay, you have the gift. You have something to offer. You have a service to sell. You have something to give. But you haven't quite, and I'm getting this as you haven't quite processed exactly what you need to know. Because you notice those 6 little like teardrops there, whatever you want to call that, coming off that crown. referenced here in the Six of Pentacles in reverse for this past energy at play here. It's like the truth, you're slowly figuring it out. It's slowly going to get balanced out within you. Because as you travel, as you get your trajectory, as you move forward, you're going to understand more about the past and how that correlates to your future, your progress, your growth. Taking what you've experienced, taking the energies, taking the love, the hate, whatever the hell it is that you've encountered through your life, even as you're up there cruising at that altitude, right? Processing all that and taking it. Really understanding the truth about the whole process, which has taken a bit of a time, right? When you start doing a lot of the inner work, healing work and all that, and you think you're about done, there's always them little snippets that come up that you have to process along the way. But sometimes that's a holdup that's good, because the Knight of Pentacles is eventually getting there. It's just, it's a slow fucking process, right? And as you learn and gain the knowledge that you need, because remember, through osmosis, she's like, I keep the books handy because, you know, it's like I know what the information is. I kind of get it, even though I haven't cracked the book to study it. You know what I mean? Trusting that gut intuition and just knowing. Being very mindful of what you keep around you to pick up on, like outside energies. Even as far as propaganda material, right? The type of books that you read, the types of videos you watch, the types of things that you allow to come into your train of thought. Six of Pentacles here in reverse, the Moon, the Knight of Cups, and the Three of Cups. This is paying very close attention to who you give your time and energy to. Work, love, life, okay? And only dealing with people that you know are going to be able to equally do the banter back and forth, equally give. Like it's always a give and take type cycle situation, right? You're understanding that that's important. You can't give too much and you can't just take too much. You have to deal with people who's able to exchange that. And a lot of that is just even energy. Energy-wise. You know, some people you're around and they just drain your fucking energy. They just drain your energy. They never can, like, fill you up. It's not like you both recharge each other. With the two individuals on the plane, that was that kind of energy. I could feel the energy signature without seeing the faces, right? You knew the energy. So it's kind of protecting your energy. Who gets your energy? Because a lot of this is what you're going to pick up on without even thinking about it or understanding it, okay? Nine of Cups here with the Three of Cups. Again, just with associations. Watching who you decide to share your cup with. Who you decide to bring into your circle. Who you decide to give access to your energy. Your energy is just as important as your sex. You know what I mean? Your energy can be just as sacred as your private parts, okay? Having access to that is just as special as having access to your private parts. You ever think of that? Your energy's more precious than what you're packing or what you have. I like that. That's a good way of looking at it. Because I think right now, the energy, this Emperor, when you get in your power, and ladies, most definitely, the Emperor makes the boss fucking decisions, right? You don't fuck with the Emperor. The Emperor gets things done. Now, the Empress is just as powerful, but right, she looks good, she smells good, she's kind of on the side. Emperor's the one that, you know, he's like, this is what you're going to fucking do, this is how you're going to do it, and don't fucking question me. Staying in this power. Even though, you know, you're going to have to be on guard. The Nine of Wands here with the Nine of Swords in reverse. This is, okay, I know what I know. I'm taking what I've learned. Good, the bad, the ugly. And we're protecting. It's like protecting your intellectual property. Protecting who you are. Protecting your energy. Really, protecting your energy. Because it's the energy exchange. The energy was what was important. You know, on that plane flying, without seeing the faces, I recognized the energy signature. This Emperor is learning to protect his or her energy. Because it's King of Pentacles. You're going from the Knight of Pentacles down here, who can't move, right? Who is stagnant as fuck. To turn into this Emperor and this King of Pentacles energy. I love that. Defending, like, your truth, your energy, your intellectual, your intelligence, right? Protecting it and using it to your advantage. Using your smarts, using your business smarts, using your schooling to push you forward on your path. Understanding what you know, what you've learned, and how to use it to your benefit. Justice in reverse, the Lovers, Judgment, and the Seven of Wands. This I'm not feeling as a love reading, guys, as much as I'm feeling it as a protect your fucking energy. Okay? Who has access to your energy? Your love, your light is just as important as who you're fucking. Who has access to your private parts, okay? You need to protect your energy as much as you do your body from these unbalanced scales, because that's been the issue in the past. Your inability to keep hold of what is yours and not allow others to infringe upon it or take more than what they give back. You know, your associations, even with the Three of Cups here. Three of Cups is just all about who you choose to spend your time with, who you choose to put your energy towards, who has access to your fucking energy. Who do you give access to your energy? So beautifully displayed with the Lovers card here, Judgment, and the Seven of Wands. Your associations, right? Who gets your energy is just as important as the who gets access to your body. And paying very close attention with the Judgment there. Really paying close attention to who is allowed to have access to it. And not allowing this injustice to step into play there. Not allowing people to take advantage of your energy. Cut to, you know, me sitting there with Madonna, guys. Wanting to hire my services to read passages from books. And I was getting passages from books because she made the reference. She keeps Maya Angelou books handy. But it's like she understood it. She understood the knowledge of the book without having cracked the book open. You know, she could just like absorb it. You know what I mean? Which is very important. Because what is that basically referencing? The energy. Even though you're around people. You know, you ever been in a public space and you just, you brush up against somebody or you get near somebody and you can just feel the fucking negative energy? You can just feel it. Or you walk into a room and you're in a great fucking mood, and the next thing you know, you could tell there's something that went down because the energy is just so heavy. Keeping your energy up. Really protecting who your associations are with. Work, love, life on that. Because if you start looking at your energy, just your presence, in a situation, in people's lives, do they really deserve access to that energy? Especially if you know they like to take, they never like reciprocate. You're not around people who kind of fuel your energy, right? When you work with someone or you're around someone and you both feel charged afterwards, it's like you're able to connect to each other's energy field, and it's like an equal give and take. It's like an even exchange. Whereas some people just suck all the fucking energy out of you and you're drained afterwards. Learning to protect your energy. A lot of it, your intellectual energy. What you know, your gifts, your talents. In many different ways. Okay? And then trusting your associations. Because there is happiness. Three of Cups, King of Pentacles, with the Seven of Wands. Who you work with, who you have around you, who you choose to bring into your circle when you're standing in your power and strength, especially when, yeah, even business associations, right? Who do you deal with in business? I don't care what order it is or how it represents, right? Do you like the person? I don't care if you have a supplier that, they might get you a cheaper deal, but when you deal with this person, you just kind of get that like creepy feeling like, do you really know where the hell this shit's coming from? Can you really trust them? If you, I don't care, as far as like your banking and different things like that, do you trust them? If you have to work with a lawyer, you're setting up a business, right? And you need to find a business lawyer or an accountant, something along that lines. Do you really like their energy? Really paying close attention to people's energy signature. How do you feel? Does it feel like someone that's reciprocation, going to reciprocate your energy back to you? Or is it going to be someone that you all, energetically, you done know, okay, I'm not feeling the energy. Seven of Wands here, but this is a good Seven of Wands, right? This is a good Seven of Wands. Learning to protect what's yours. Throw some on that Seven of Wands. Let's just throw some on that Seven of Wands. Please and thank you, Spirit. What do you have on that Seven of Wands? Because it's very imperative. When I was doing that on the plane, right? And y'all, I haven't flown in way too long to freaking admit. Okay? So it was like, but the energy signatures were there. Because it was the energy. You could feel the energy. Now, we ain't taking a motherfucking book, y'all. Okay, Six of Swords with the Seven of Swords here, right? 767 could mean something. Look up that angel number. Staying stuck in this energy that just takes. Staying, and swords are about the mentality, right? Staying around people who share your like-minded thoughts and views. Okay, yeah, people can have their own thoughts and viewpoints and opinions on things, right? We're all about that. But if you're around people that just continually drain you and they're not on the same energy wavelength, right? If you're more of a free spirit type, energy, and you're with somebody who is so fucking, set in their ways and they just want to question everything that you fucking do every time you turn around, especially in like a working environment, you don't need that energy. You can't stay trapped in that, especially if it's an important position in your life. Okay, if you choose to work with somebody, take on a different client or a clientele, are you sure you can really vibe with this energy? I don't care how good the money is, but it's like, is the energy exchange going to be worth it? Because even though the money might be good, the mental toll it takes might actually bring you a pause, make you think a little bit. Right? If you're dealing with people that maybe you don't like their shadiness, you might not like how they get shit done, even though they do get shit done. You take on their energy signatures, those that you choose to put in your circle. So paying very close attention to who you allow into your energy field. And a lot of you, especially with your intellectual property, ideas and different things like that you come up with. Eight of Cups, Ten of Wands. The Chariot and the Eight of Swords. Okay, 8/8s here. Or 8/8. So we got 7/7, 8/8, 4/4, 4/4/4. Some of y'all can move away from one situation and just end up taking on another fucking burden. Be sure when you make that move and you go after your wish fulfillment, what you want, that you don't just walk into a burden. Like I said, here I was. Imagine me sitting across it. It was Madonna, guys, but it wasn't like star Madonna. This was like, you were meeting, having a basic meeting. She's like, I want to hire your services, right? Like, almost like a job interview. So there was no glitz and glamour. It was just like, okay, basically this is it, right? So you're taking a job offer. Now, of course, I'm a big Madonna fan. So it's really important. I'm like, oh shit, you're thinking automatically you're going to say yes. But at the same token, the same person that was, okay, you hear the buzzer going off on the stove? The same person who basically works, because when you took on that job, if I was to take on that job, I would be hired help, right? The assistant behind was like, don't do it. Like, beware of your associations because you might walk into something that's going to turn up to be a burden. You might move into something that could be a burden. So if Spirit has halted anything right now, pay close attention to it. 2 cards here of moving forward, but moving into situations that could be very burdensome. Remember, your associations could lead you to, the 8 of Swords here, that could even be jail. You might like dealing with a certain supplier or something, but maybe they're stealing their goods, right? Really paying close attention to who's in your energy field, who you deal with. Because sometimes Spirit will halt things from happening just to prevent you from getting stuck and caught up in things. 8. 8. This 8 leads to a burden. Spirit's preventing that from happening because for some of you, it could actually end up, there could be some jail time. If you start dealing with somebody that, you end up selling stolen goods, there you go. You're just as guilty as they are, right? I love that reading. I love this energy, guys. This could definitely be more in business associations or even just who you deal with. If you have to bring on a new accountant or an attorney, right, to help you set up your business, pay very close attention to the energies of those around you. Suppliers, those of you, I keep pushing, what are you doing for your business? Pay very close attention to your associations. In regular everyday life, guys, who are you dealing with, okay? For those of you that buying from your dealer, right? Can you trust the motherfucker, or are they someone that's going to set your ass up to fucking get you busted? Okay, in layman's term, guys. We got a lot of people that watch this channel, so we going to give it to you real. Watch your associations, because sometimes your associations can definitely get your ass in trouble. Peace, love, and light. I hope this reading helped somebody. I found it very fucking interesting. Good luck. God bless. I love my beautiful collective.